The dominion of Astrax was feared across 8 spiral arms. Planets burned at their command. Civilizations bent their knees or were erased. Their next target, quietly marked during a routine scan, was an insignificant blue world on the edge of a minor star. Its inhabitants were classified as pre-FTL primitives. Low threat. That planet was called Earth. High Commander Zarel stood over a holographic projection of the Sol system, tapping his talon against a swirling representation of the Earth's atmosphere. "We begin the subjugation in 3 cycles," he declared. "Minimal resistance expected. No nuclear capability, no stellar defenses, no inter-system alliances." Around him, the war chamber buzzed with certainty. Another conquest. Another banner for the Dominion. But that confidence shattered the moment they intercepted an unexpected burst of radio communication from Earth 1 that would throw the entire galaxy into panic. The message on Earth. The signal had been a joke, a late-night transmission from a group of amateur radio enthusiasts participating in an annual cosmic message contest, a comedic tradition meant to parody Hollywood alien movies. This year's theme, Scare the Universe. The winning entry came from a university student named Daniel Brooks, whose humor leaned toward the dramatic. He recorded his message with intentionally deep theatrical menace. "To any species listening, this is Earth, home of humans. We know you're out there. Do not approach. We have survived extinction events, rewritten our biology, split the atom, and weaponized the vacuum of space. If you threaten us, we will respond. This is not a warning. This is a promise." On Earth, the clip went viral online for being the most over-the-top space intimidation speech ever recorded. But 42 light hours away, the Dominion's deep space listening array processed it very differently. A galaxy misinterprets humanity. The message arrived encoded in a frequency humans used for television broadcasts, yet beneath the surface were strange patterns the Dominion could not decipher. They mistook the static and audio compression artifacts as deliberate encryption. To an alien civilization known for paranoia, the confusion only fueled dread. Zyrel replayed the message again and again, his mandibles clicking in growing anxiety. "Primitive species do not encrypt transmissions," he muttered. "And they claim to have weaponized the vacuum? Impossible." "But Commander," one officer trembled, "they also say they've survived extinction and rewritten biology." "These are feats only achieved by apex-type war civilizations." Someone cranked the volume, studying the audio ripples like battlefield maps. "The tone is confident," another whispered. "No fear. No plea. They expect to be challenged. And they expect to win." The room grew still, a species that expected to win against the Dominion. That had never happened. Analysis spirals out of control within hours. The Dominion's Scientific Council issued a 700-page analysis. Every detail of Earth from crop circles to old Cold War test sites was reinterpreted as military complexes or super-weapon facilities. The planet's history, full of wars and rapid technological leaps, was seen as evidence of a species forged in constant self-conflict. It explains their resilience, the report concluded. Humans evolved in a death-world oceans of storms, shifting continents, unstable climates, apex predators. A survivalist species that becomes self-aware will treat warfare as natural. The line that terrified the Council most was simple: "We have split the atom." To humans, it referred to nuclear science. To the Dominion, who used antimatter energy and feared unstable elements, it implied humanity had cracked unpredictable nuclear phenomena with reckless ease. "If they can manipulate matter at that level," Zarel whispered, "they could destabilize star cores." Diplomats' panic spread beyond the Dominion. Merchant guilds rerouted trade routes. Nomadic star clans fled nearby sectors. The Varethian Empire, known for devouring lesser species, issued a decree forbidding anyone from approaching Sol under penalty of vaporization. For the first time in galactic history, Earth was labeled Threat Level Omniclass. Avoid contact. An entire quadrant now treated the human race as a sleeping monster. Humans noticed something strange back on Earth. Daniel Brooks sat in his dorm, writing his astronomy paper. When the news reports began, astronomers had detected something impossible. Hundreds of alien probes, approaching Earth for months, had suddenly turned around and accelerated away at alarming speed. Agencies around the world scrambled for explanations: solar flares, navigational shifts, unknown physics, but Daniel knew exactly when the change happened. It was right after his message aired. "No way," he laughed. "There is no way aliens heard that joke." His roommate shrugged. "Bro, maybe your voice really is that terrifying," they joked, unaware they had just become the biggest strategic deterrent in the galaxy the Dominion chooses. Fear in the Dominion war chamber. High Commander Zerel made an unprecedented declaration: "We will not attack Earth." Officers gasped. Several fainted. Zerel continued, voice trembling. "Instead, we will offer tribute." A gesture of peace? Tribute? From the most powerful military in known space? If news got out, it would shatter their reputation. But the alternative was worse. A war with humanity, this mythical, extinction-proof, vacuum-weaponizing species, might end the Dominion itself. A transmission drone was launched immediately, carrying a holographic message: "Esteemed humans, we greet you with respect. Please accept our offering of rare minerals. We desire only peace." The drone approached Earth, released its cargo in orbit, and fled at maximum speed. Earth misunderstands everything. When NASA detected the drone, its message, and the sudden cloud of precious elements drifting in orbit, scientists spent weeks arguing. "No way advanced aliens are just giving us free stuff," one insisted. "It could be a test. It could be pollution. It could be a prank." Meanwhile, astrophysicists analyzed the minerals and discovered isotopes not found naturally in the solar system. A black market value, hundreds of billions of dollars. Humanity celebrated the greatest scientific discovery in history. Daniel Brooks received an email asking if his silly contest message could be included in a documentary. He responded, "Sure, why not? It's not like aliens actually heard it." Across the galaxy, the Dominion monitored Earth from afar. Every human technological advancement, smartphones, satellites, Mars missions, was misread as military escalation. "They're preparing," Zyrel whispered. "We must remain cautious. One misstep and the humans may unleash their star core destabilizers." Across the galaxy, whispers spread: "Do not provoke Earth. They promised retaliation. They survive everything. They weaponize space itself." Humanity, completely unaware of the legend forming around them, continued living, inventing, laughing, and arguing online. The irony of the universe in a galaxy ruled by fear, diplomacy, and interstellar tension. One fact became universally accepted: humans were not to be messed with. The funniest part? The species feared across the stars had no idea. They were too busy arguing about movies, memes, coffee brands, and whether pineapple belonged on pizza. And far beyond the Milky Way, civilizations trembled at the thought of the world that had declared, "This is not a warning. This is a promise." But the real promise was something the galaxy had yet to learn. Humans weren't just dangerous. They were unpredictable. And unpredictability was the most terrifying weapon of all.